Well, I'll tell you something. I have been the only stripper for God in the world, and I gave over 1,000 sermons in burlesque theaters and nightclubs. And I proved that women who show their bodies and sell their bodies are not pigs, and I'm sick and tired of guys like you calling us bimbos.
Hey, sit down, you fat bitch.
Listen, you.
Sit down. Sit up.
Of being called a whore and a bimbo and a slut.
You say you prostitute?
It is the men that are the pigs. They're the degenerates and the perverts. They create.
Listen, just a second.
We are the
this
supply.
is the crap
it is
she's
the men
in.
that want
Dominant
sex.
mystique.
The men want perversion.
Where she can beat the hell out of men. I'd love you to try to beat me, honey. I'd show you how to kick the living out of a broad. And don't you ever claim you do this in the name of God.
Yes,
because he is not a slut. You are. Is this the magazine you post for?
I preach
to men. Is this pornography? Is this pornography?
So what?
You're doing pornography in the name of God?
Pornography
Did
is
you
sex.
make a vow to the
God
Virgin
made sex.
Mary? Did you make a vow to the Virgin Mary?
I do not do sex. I have not had sex for 10 and a half years because the Blessed Virgin, that's right. The Blessed Virgin appeared to me and said, I do not want you to have sex with men. That's right.
Do you do drugs?
Yes.
Do you do drugs? Do you do drugs?
No, I don't.
You must have, baby, if the Virgin appeared to you.
No. The Virgin appears to good people who pray, and I pray, and I'm good, and I love God.
Are you
I
a
love
prostitute?
the Blessed Mother. No, I'm not.
Were you a prostitute?
I have sold my body. So what? So what?
Let me tell
Sex
you.
is not a sin. Sex is not a sin. God created sex. God created the body.
Dominatrix. So men come to you who want to be dominated.
That's right.
What do you do to them?
I dominate them.
How?
I hit them. I tease them. I torture them. I give to men what they deserve because they need punishment because they're the bad ones, not the women.
Wait.
They need discipline.
Wait a minute.
They need discipline.
We don't generalize with women, and you should
Not
not
all
generalize
men.
with
Not
men.
all men.
There are sick men that like to be
They're not
dominated.
sick.
They're sick. They're
No.
sick
They're
like
sick.
girls are sick.
Why
They're
should women?
sick.
Why,
They're
Senator?
sick just like anyone.
No.
I guess you guys want to be
Senator.
dominated, getting his ass whipped.
Wait a
Well, how do you get dominated?
Let me ask you a straight question. Why should women be dominated by men?
They shouldn't
No
be.
one should be dominated by anyone but by our morals.
You're saying men
And
that are sick.
There are men that are sick,
And there are women
that
who are
are
sick.
sick.
Who wants to be beaten is sick.
I mean, there are
Everybody
some
wants
guys
to be
that
beaten
like to
is
get
sick.
themselves whipped with a wet towel to reach a
Everybody wants to
climax.
be beaten. It's the sick kind that wants to be
I know a guy. I know a senator in the United States today.
It ain't me.
Who she probably know. I know. Who likes to get down on his hands and knees like this, have ostrich feathers put in his rear end, a collar put on, and the dominatrix pet him and say, "Nice bird, huh?"
That's a sick son of a bitch.
That's a sick guy.
And
That's a guy.
the kind of
That's a
man
guy who's making the
that
laws
we want
that
out
make
of our
this possible.
society with the women he does it with.
Let's come
Because
back, all
that's
right?
a
Let's come back in
dangerous
just a second. Continue this.
While the
Let me introduce some gentlemen who are at a loudmouth number 2 there. And these gentlemen are former Chippendales. When they do their bump and grind, it's considered cute and fun. Yet women are considered sleazy. Do you think male strippers are okay?
I believe that all of this has its proper perspective to where to go. I don't believe it should be made public, like on VCRs and stuff like that. Before, like I said, not to be redundant, we had the burlesque, we had the Empire, we had Minsky's. You had a specific place to go, and that's where it belonged. It doesn't belong in the public where you want to go in with your wife and your daughter. it seems like every place, most of the places today, have this type of entertainment, and it's not always acceptable.
Why do you feel it's wrong? Do you feel like it leads to sex? Do you feel like it leads
I'll
to
tell you what it leads to.
promiscuity?
I'll tell you what it leads to, and bear with me.
Censorship is bad.
Wait a minute now.
It
Let me
leads to
tell
a
you what it leads to.
disrespect. Leads to a disrespect for a woman's body.
There was once a man in the United Nations who took his shoe off and was banging it on the counter. And he said to the American public, give me one generation of youth, and I will destroy America within, and I will take over America without firing a shot. Drugs, sex, pornography, exposing to the youngsters, unidentification with parents and God, that destroys my nation.
Excuse me.
Now wait,
You're thinking
there may be a form of entertainment for them, but I'm worried about my America. I'm worried about my children.
I've seen lame shows before, but this is just no better exploitation than what you can buy in these cheap magazines. If
You're
I
right.
want this stuff, I'll go in the
You're
Village
right.
Voice or something like that.
You're
Go
absolutely
back
right.
there.
This is as exploitive and cheap and low as they come.
Let's get some better shows here.
Good.
Fans love it.
Good.
Wait a second, Mort. I just want to say one thing.
Show comes
All right,
for
listen,
you.
He's entitled to his opinion, lady.
Listen,
He's putting me in my place, and he's right. Because I've exploited the hell out of the television audience to get them to watch this, because I want them to see people who are weird like you, people who are nice like her, people who are probably gentlemen like this, ladies like this who, dear God, madam, get a job at Wendy's. Make something of yourself.
Mort, I have never stripped. I am not an exhibitionist. I am a belly dancer.
All right. Let's go with the rest of the audience. Go ahead, pal. You're next. Go ahead. Let's just.
Well, I just want to make it clear though that we are not associated with them. Okay, not that. Not wait. Listen, I don't mean that in an insulting, derogatory way. All I
Of
mean
course you do.
is that. All I mean is that. All I mean, I'm not better than anyone. That's not what I'm saying. All I mean is that we do things in a different way, in a different manner.
Let me hear
than I think
Denise.
you
She's
do.
been trying to say something.
I just wanted to say that I feel like this business has the potential to show how beautiful the human body is. It's not necessarily sexual. I mean, you know, this business has the potential to show how beautiful the body is, how beautiful all parts of the body, arms, hands, fingers, breasts, hair, face are. I mean, just because you look at, you know, when you...
Go ahead, pal.
You're entitled to your opinion.
This is
and
the
no one
audience
ever
portion.
forced you to watch
This is the
a
audience portion.
striptease.
Right.
If you feel it's inappropriate,
Kelly.
don't go.
Kelly. Kelly, is your daughter proud of what you're doing?
Yes,
She is?
yes.
What does
She's
your
a
daughter
nut just
do?
like you.
What does your daughter do?
She's married.
She's what?
She's 18 years old and she's married.
Because she wanted to get away from the mother.
She's a veteran.
What else? Young man, go ahead.
Mort, I'd just like to say, I'm a police officer in Newark, and I deal with these type of people all the time in the project. We find people like you all the time, strung up. People like you to promote crime. People like you. If I had you in my church, you're despicable. You're a piece of.
What are
people
you?
Like you.
What are you?
I'm a Catholic.
You're a Catholic.
That's
What
right.
does that make you?
That's
There's
right.
a lot
that
of
makes
Catholics.
me a person that abides by the law and respects people, and you do not respect no one. And you
Yes,
respect
I do.
no one's
I respect
morals.
women and decent men.
People like you are laying in the projects constantly. We see them all the time. Strung up, dope, shot. Well, all because of people like you. You make
You know
people.
what kind of a Catholic you are?
What kind of
You're
Catholic
the kind
I
of a Catholic that did the Inquisition, that put the Jews in the ghetto.
Yeah, all right. Sit down. You don't know what
Catholic
you're
you are.
You don't know what you're
You
talking
know like
about.
Jesus
You
Christ.
don't know what you're
You
talking
do
about.
not respect.
No, you sit down, you piece of.
Let me tell you something. Don't blame the Catholics.
Catholic you are.
Don't blame the Catholics for what happened to the Jews.
Narrow-minded.
No, sir. Hold on.
The Pope put the Jews in the ghetto.
I, as a
The
Catholic,
Pope.
will not stand here and have the Catholics be blamed for what happened to the Jews. That's good now.
Know it very well.
And let me tell you something. Hold on.
We'll be back in just a minute. We'll argue this out and we'll be back.
I personally want to say that these women portray themselves as sluts. I'm sorry, no matter what, respect for these women. I want to know, how do you feel about yourselves? I mean, come on. Everybody looks at you and everybody says, these women are sluts no matter what. No matter what. You look like sluts. I'm sorry.
These guys that say that are morons. Morons.
Good for you.
Morons.
Kelly,
You are morons.
Kelly,
Morons.
Kelly, we might be morons, but I'd have to drink a case of Doers before I for you.
You can't even get more.
Honey, she's right. She's right. She's right. Looking at her, I shrunk.
Because you're gay. You're gay.
I just like to say that. I just like to say I do go to go-go bars, and I do appreciate women like the one in the center there. I do.
Of course.
What
you
I
like
don't
me
appreciate
because
that. You don't appreciate about God.
You don't like me. You don't like me because I stick up for my rights. They want submissive women that give a